My top 5 least favorite SH MonsterArts Godzilla figures. Let's talk about it. In the number 5 spot, we have the SH MonsterArts Mechagodzilla 1974 figure. This one hurts me, guys, because I love Mechagodzilla so much and I don't want to see this character on the list. But this figure here, it's one of my least favorite SH MonsterArts figures. There's something about it that just bugs me. The general shape and proportions of Mechagodzilla, it's wrong. It almost feels like it's an uncanny representation of Mechagodzilla. And the scale's a little bit off too. This figure is so small compared to the rest of the SH MonsterArts line. It came at a time when I believe Tamashii Nations thought they were going to continue with the 5 to 6 inch scale for their Showa figures. So Mechagodzilla doesn't really look the best compared next to other SH MonsterArts figures scale-wise. Detail-wise, it's not great. Paint-wise, it's okay. I mean, it definitely feels like the 74 Mechagodzilla. But again, some more shading, some more anything would have also done some wonders for this character. And I think this is one that would have really benefited from some digital sculpting as opposed to hand sculpting. But it's not the worst. Let's move on to number 4. Now, the number 4 figure on the list of my least favorite SH MonsterArts figures that I own has to be the SH MonsterArts Little Godzilla. This one's weird. It came at a time when SH MonsterArts was sort of discovering where they fit in. They were really still finding their footing. This figure has some absolutely incredible paint. The shading's also really nice. The detail's incredible, and it comes with nice accessories. So why is it on the list? It's just weird. I don't know how to describe this one, guys. This one, much like Mechagodzilla, it just doesn't quite feel like Little Godzilla. I think the sculpt is just a little bit off. He looks a little bit creepy, and then the articulation, the thing that SH MonsterArts was known for, the articulation points just don't really work on this figure. He can't really move that well, and the articulation segments themselves kind of break up this already sort of shotty, weird looking mold. So you take these individual elements that should make it pretty good, like the sculpt, like the paint job, like the general sort of design choices, and yet they just kind of don't really work well together. And it's for those reasons that the SH MonsterArts Little Godzilla is a little creepy, and he ends up being the number 4 slot on this list. Unfortunately, the number 3 spot has to go to the SH MonsterArts Jet Jaguar, specifically the 1973 version. Guys, I absolutely love Jet Jaguar, specifically the Showa incarnation. So much like the SH MonsterArts Mechagodzilla that took the number 5 spot on this list, this one really hurts me, and I didn't want to put the figure here, but I just had to. I mean, it's one of my least favorite SH MonsterArts figures. I had such high hopes for it, and yet it falls completely flat. The sculpted proportions are weird. They looked great in the promo, so I don't really know what really happened there, but he's got these huge thunderous hips. The face is ugly. I mean, he looks like Shrek, guys. There's no denying that. The articulation choices are also very weird. Some of the joints that were used in this thing, incredibly odd choices. The fact that the ankles and the feet don't even have hinges, the articulation definitely hinders this figure here. And I mean, this is SH MonsterArts. They are a subline, basically, of the Figuarts line. And Figuarts figures are absolutely incredible. Have you seen what they've done with the Ultraman stuff? This figure should have been a knock out of the park, and unfortunately, it just falls flat. People have reported breakages of the antenna and of the accessories. The colors are also just a little bit weird on this one. I don't know what happened, but it really just left me disappointed. I wanted to love this figure. I wanted it to be my figure of the year, and it just wasn't. It left me disappointed, and for that, it's the 3rd spot on the list. The number 2 spot on the list unfortunately goes to the SH MonsterArts Final Wars Godzilla figure. Now, if you own this figure, you know exactly why this one's on the list. You can barely pose this thing without it falling apart. And unfortunately, that just really holds this figure back. It's a nightmare to pose, and that's arguably one of the reasons you buy an SH MonsterArts figure, is for the incredible detail and the posability. And this thing can't pose for anything, really. You touch it and it just falls apart. Now, in the promo images, it looked promising, but unfortunately, getting it in hand, there were some weird sculpt changes that were made. I mean, Godzilla's eyebrows are different sizes, the teeth look a little weird, the proportions themselves are way off. I mean, I've got his one arm elongated for you there. Look at how long his arm is. That is absolutely ridiculous. This figure here just fails to live up to the hype that is Godzilla Final Wars. It falls flat, and for that, it takes the penultimate spot on this list. Now, my personal #1 least favorite SH MonsterArts figure I own in my collection has got to be this Mothra figure right here. I believe this one is called the Mothra Night Colors version, Night Combat version, what have you. Now, this is very personal to me, but this figure absolutely sucks. I bought it and I got it for a decent price, but unfortunately, I feel like I overpaid for this overrated POS, essentially. The head falls off constantly. I can barely pose it without the head actually falling off. The wings are so incredibly loose. It took me 10 minutes to get them in this pose, and I worry just spinning this thing around on this display will have them droop down any second now. Again, the weird paint choices that every figure has, like this release, the weird fact that it's essentially just the standard Mothra except painted darker. It definitely looks weird, especially on the abdomen. You can see the orange sort of showing through there, the lighter orange. It just looks absolutely wrong. The feet as well, guys, super loose. This thing can't even stay on its stand without falling over because the stand snapped. Did I just get a bad copy? I don't know. Either way, it left me with a super sour taste in my mouth, and I dread moving this figure around. I really honestly just need to get that original Mothra at this point, because this one just doesn't do it for me. I also don't even like the dull colors. I think the whole point for Mothra is that she's supposed to be colorful and vibrant, so the fact that these are really dull, it just doesn't work for me. Alrighty guys, that's going to about do it for today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below which SH MonsterArts figures that you own are in your personal top 5 least favorite. And if your favorite SH MonsterArts figure made it to this list, tell me which figure it was and tell me why you like it so much. Maybe I'll find some new appreciation for it. I've been Kaiju Down Under, and I'll see yous all in the next video.